Hi, it's been a minute. I don't think I've posted anything since just after Labor Day. It's been a weird year, with all the COVID stuff going on and a lot of other stuff in my personal life. It's just been a strange year, and I have neglected my YouTube channel. But today, we are 2 days post-Thanksgiving, and Kiki and I are hiking up Mtrose in the snow with our buddy Brian. It's her first hiking trip in the snow. She's very excited. And 2 days from now, she turns 1. So, a little birthday hike for my pup and some snow time for me and Brian. Well, we're cruising right along. There's not a ton of snow. There's enough that we're post-holing a little bit, but we haven't felt the need to put our snowshoes on yet. But warmer day than I expected. A little bit windy, but not terribly cold. All in all, it's really gorgeous out here. Kiki's having an absolutely wonderful time. Something I just noticed actually, is that I'm not feeling any of the anxiety that I was so used to feeling when hiking on snow. I had this idea in my mind that revisiting Tower Peak would help kind of put some of those demons to rest and make me feel a little more comfortable on the trail. And this being my first hike since then, and definitely my first snow hike since then, it kind of seems to be playing out exactly the way I wanted it to, which is really exciting. I wasn't going to let that anxiety keep me from hiking, but hiking without it is exponentially more enjoyable. Well, no sooner did I open my big mouth about not needing snowshoes, and we found ourselves needing snowshoes. One of the hazards of snow hiking, even on a really familiar trail, is you can lose the trail pretty fast, and that's what we've done. We followed somebody else's boot tracks, and they went the wrong way, and so now we're in this big meadow instead of being up on the ridge. And the snow is much, much deeper in these wide open spaces. So we've shoed up and we will carry on. Well, after consulting my GPS app, we're back on trail at the frozen waterfall. It's always a cool thing to see. It's been a good day so far. I like this. On to the summit. Well, we're working our way up. We're up above the meadow now into this canyon area, which is typically the most difficult part of this trail. by and large, this is a really accessible trail. I feel like most hikers can at least come into the waterfall and back, regardless of your skill level or your experience. And even, you know, a barely below average hiker can make the summit, even in the snow. It's not a wildly difficult trail. You just kind of have to take your own time and set your own pace. It's always one of my favorite go-to hikes locally. I feel really lucky to have this, 30 minutes away from my front door. So if I'm ever feeling the need to get out under the trees, it's just a quick drive and I can get up over 10,000 feet. So this section of trail we're on right now, climbing along kind of the lip of this big canyon, the last, I'm gonna call it 3 times, maybe even more than that we've been up here in the snow, I've been on the verge of just like full-on panic attacks, just terrified that I was gonna fall again and have a repeat of my Tower Peak fall. And being here today and just feeling as good as I feel and having no anxiety whatsoever, it's just remarkable. I think the human capacity to overcome past tragedy is incredible, but it takes effort. And I'm really glad that I put in the effort and that I can enjoy this kind of stuff again. Stopped for a quick break in a saddle that's roughly a mile away from the summit. Got a little bit of calories into all 3 of us and just kind of relaxing. It's a really gorgeous day. It's a little bit warmer today than we were anticipating, so we're needing to strip down some layers and get a little more comfortable for this final push to the summit. But it's really, really nice to be out on a trail. It's been far too long. I'd kind of let my mental health issues keep me from hiking, which is something that helps a great deal with my mental health. So I need to remember that in the future and prioritize being on the trail. We've made it to the summit. No matter how many times I come up here, this view just gets me. This is just one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. And I'm so grateful that it's so close to home. It's time to eat some Thanksgiving leftovers at 10,000 feet and try to get back down before the sun sets. Need to strip some layers and get a little more comfortable, but it's been, thanks. That was great.
All right, I'm done.